Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my guide on how to complete the mini quest called Bear Your Soul. The main reason you will be completing this quest is to gain access to the Soul Bearer. Now I still get a lot of people asking me how to obtain this item, and I can't believe that still to this day some people don't have it. So it takes an incredibly short amount of time to get it, and there are basically no requirements. I'll go over them a little bit later in the video. However, if you want to know what the Soul Bearer does, it basically transports any ensouled heads that are in your inventory to your bank for the cost of 1 charge. Now to charge the Soul Bearer, you just need to use 1 blood rune and 1 soul rune on the Soul Bearer, and that will give it 1 charge. You can hold up to a total of 1,000 charges. The way to use the Soul Bearer is you can right click it to just fill it. Of course, filling it will take any ensouled heads that you have and send them straight to the bank for you. However, I do not have any on me at the moment. You can also uncharge it, you can check the charges that you've got, and so on and so forth. So anyway, let's show you how to get this, how to start the quest, and where you want to be going. So you want to be starting the quest over in the AREYouGaming library. So for those of you who are unaware, the AREYouGaming library is located within the AREYouGaming section of Xayah. So to get there, there are actually a plethora of ways. The quickest way, I would say, is to use the fairy ring code CIS, which will take you directly north of the library. It's a very short walk down to the library. However, if you haven't paid the 80k to unlock that patch, you will not be able to use that. The second quickest way to get there is by using the Caress Memoirs. After completing the Ascent of Arceus, you will have a teleport to get there. If you do not have either of those options, you will need to make your way either via Wintertodt, which is quite a long walk down. You can use the Xyrix Amulet to teleport to the Loverkench house using the Inferno teleport. You can use the Greater Kurend teleport, which is on the Arceus spellbook. You can also use the Heart teleport to teleport to the exact same location on your Xyrix talisman. If you do not have access to any of those options, unfortunately you'll be taking a boat from Polsarim to the Piscarilius area and then walking over that way. But either way, it's not a very long walk to get here, so no matter which way you're using, it shouldn't take you more than a couple of minutes. So the only requirements for this is to have a spade and a teleport to Falador. That is literally it. However, staminas or energy potions will be highly advantageous, as well as 70 to 80 agility. Now you'll see why later on. When we go to Tavoli Dungeon, if you don't have 70 agility at least, you will have to go and get yourself a Dusty Key. I will leave a link in the description to how to obtain a Dusty Key just in case you do not have one. So in order to find the book that's needed to start the quest, you will first need to go to RuneLite plugins and then search for Kurend Library. Now if you're not using RuneLite, I would highly recommend downloading it. Again, I will leave a link in the description. It is runelite.net. Once you've turned on the plugin, you can either right click on Villia, Professor Gracklebone, or Sam. Either one of these will do, it doesn't really matter. Make sure you right click on them and click help. They will tell you that you need to go and find a book for said person. Now you'll notice that there are lots of white squares on the floor. Just ignore them for now. Make your way to the top floor and you are looking for a librarian known as Biblia. Now she's normally in the north, either northeast, north central or northwest area. If you talk to Biblia, just run through the dialogue and select the first option, and you'll find that you are looking for a book. So Biblia will tell you where that is. You will need to go to whichever bay she is telling you to go to. So for example, mine was the southwest, so I need to make my way to the southwest bay. And then I need to start searching for a book within there. Now everyone's going to be different, so I'm going to talk you through how I got mine, and then hopefully you can understand how you got yours. So you'll notice that, like I said before, some of the tiles are highlighted. Now these are the locations of possible books as well as manuscripts. So just keep searching them for now. If you do find a book, you will notice that it will start to populate other areas where other books can be. Now as you can see there, I have found a book already. You will notice that only a select few of the other sections are highlighted. So if you just go and select them, it'll tell you what is in that area, and the more you do, the more accurate it gets, and it'll be able to tell you exactly where each book is. So now we need to go down and hand that book in. Now whilst you're looking around, if you find a book called Soul Journey, which I've just found by going downstairs here. If you search the bookcase and get that book, that is the book that is needed in order to start the Bare Your Souls minigame. So it might take you 5-10 minutes to find this book, but honestly, it should not take long at all. And now that we've been through all that, you will notice that in the quest list, the Bare Your Souls mini quest is highlighted yellow. So now we have that, keep the book in your inventory and make your way over to the soul altar. If you just want to follow the way my character goes, I'll show you exactly how to get there. Once you make it to the soul altar, you will notice that Aretha is stood at the top. You need to speak to Aretha and select the third option. I've been reading your book. Skip through the dialogue and then select the first option again, which is yes, please. You will then be told to go over to the church in the Huughes house. Now, the quickest way to get there is to use the memoirs to teleport back over to the Huughes house and just run to the library. So if you do have that option, do that now and skip ahead about 30 seconds. If not, again, just follow how I'm going to do it. It's not going to take us much longer and we'll run down there now. So once you are at the church, you want to open up either of these doors and then climb up the staircase. Once you climb up the staircase, if you go towards the central staircase and just climb down, you will then be in the courtyard area. Once in the courtyard area, just dig anywhere around there and you will receive the damaged soul bearer, which is exactly what we need before we head over to Falador. So the place we're going next is Taverley Dungeon. Now, if you are lucky enough to have done Cerberus, and you do have a Keymaster teleport, if you teleport, that will take you directly to the old man, or sorry, the Keymaster that we need to talk to. However, we do not have that option, so we're going to be teleporting to Falador and then making our way to Taverley Dungeon. So once again, guys and girls, you're not sure which way to go, just follow my character. Now, along the way, I'm going to explain to you why you needed level 70 agility at least to get there. So, there are two shortcut options in Tavily Dungeon. The first one requires level 70 agility, which is the one that I will be doing, the pipe shortcut. And the second one, which is known as the strange floor shortcut, requires level 80 agility. You are, of course, going to take less damage taking either of these routes. However, if you do not have access to level 70 agility, I'll leave a link down in the description below to how you can get yourself a dusty key, as well as a link on how to get through the dungeon. As we're walking forward now, as you can see, there is the pipe you squeeze through, and just north of it is the strange floor. So head through this pipe. You shouldn't need an anti-dragon fire shield because most of the dragons are always in combat with someone. However, it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring one just in case. So like I said before, there are some high level mobs in here. However, I'm quite low stats and I didn't take any damage whilst doing this. The first mob you got to run past is black demons, and then you'll move on to some deadly red spiders, which are poisonous and will poison you through prayer. But again, you shouldn't have to worry about this. I didn't take any damage at all coming through here, just putting on protection from melee when I could do. Run past these hellhounds, and that is pretty much all you need to do. Enter through this cave. Once in the cave, you need to run north a little bit and you will see the Keymaster. All you need to do is talk to the Keymaster, and as soon as you've done that, the quest is completed. And then you now have access to the Soul Bearer. Like I said, all you need to do to charge the Soul Bearer is literally put a soul rune and a blood rune in it. It can hold up to 1,000 charges, boys and girls. Anyway, that is it from me. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and make sure you're using this on all of your Slayer tasks. Enjoy that prayer XP, boys and girls. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.
We'll be right back.